Hey, morning everybody. Rob here, 5 Points Lawn. Gonna talk today about my snow route and how it works and what I have and how I make my money at it. So right now I'm doing a little parking lot of a hair salon. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take me very long. They supply the salt in pails and I plow the lot for X number of dollars, and then I salt it and I get paid so much for that. So, but what I'm going to talk about is my my route is all about this is my furthest route from home, and I think I can get here in about 7 minutes, I think, from my house in good driving conditions. So, but my snow route is about I got about 4 small parking lots, like this one that I'm working on right now. This is just a skiff of snow, but you know, it'll take me 20 or 25 minutes to do each. And then I do a whole bunch of sidewalks for different businesses that I look after. Some are in the little downtown village that I live in. And what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So what I like about it is, even if we just get a little skiff of snow, like a half an inch, I'm going out there, and let's say I charge 25 or some of them are 50 to do the sidewalks. If we just get a little skiff of snow, I still go out and do it, and then I just charge half. Or you know, if I have to go out twice in one day to do those sidewalks, I'll charge, depending on how long it takes either time, I'll charge, you know, once, twice, 1.5 times, whatever it might be. So what I like about it is we don't need very much snow, and you know, we can go. Like, it's just 10 to 9 in the morning right now, and I've been out since about 6 o'clock. I've got a little restaurant that I do that opens at 6, so that's the first one I've got to get to. And I just do their sidewalk. They've got actually a pretty big parking lot, so I don't do the parking lot. But I can go out and do all these little sidewalks and skiff off a few of these parking lots, throw a little salt down, and charge either full or half price or whatever it might be. And I'm making a couple $100 before breakfast, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. The downside of it is I got to go out and shovel quite a bit. I get my 2 boys to help me, or I can find some part-time help sometimes. But you're constantly out of the truck, you know, shoveling. Or if it's really bad, I've got a tractor with a snowblower on the front, a Kubota. You maybe have seen it in other videos if you've watched them or not. But so I can use that when it's really big snow. But we still go behind it, catch all the trail off with the shovel, and clean everything up. So, but then you're out in the elements, and then yeah. So that's kind of how that works. So I've got 30 different sites that I do. Some take about, you know, less than 5 minutes, and some take, I've got an insurance office, I do the lot, the sidewalk, salt everything. If I'm doing that by myself, probably takes, you know, an hour, depending on how much snow we have. So that's a bit how my setup works. It's a pretty good gig. I like it. It works well. I also have some driveways that I do. They're on contract on some of them, so I look after them even if we get a half inch of snow. Here's the salon just gonna open. It's just before 9 here, so they've just opened up. And like this parking lot here, I'm just giving it a quick skiff. It really, you know, it doesn't, there's maybe you know, not even an inch on it. But it gets it cleaned off, and then it allows the salt that's already there to work. Like, I might not even salt this today, and I can salt it if I want, or I can leave it. You know what, it doesn't take me very long to do, and my whole objective is to get this parking lot clean. It's to charge my customer fair. So let's say if it's normally I charge, you know, 75 to clean the parking lot, then today, you know, maybe I'm only going to charge 35. And, you know, I've only been here a few minutes, so, you know, I'm getting my hourly rate. I mean, I don't even have to put the truck in four-wheel drive today. So, that's perfect. So, the other thing I want to talk about is the fact that I just am running in a half-ton plow. And I'm just doing some small parking lots, and it works great. It's not... I mean, it might be a little hard on the front suspension and stuff, but I mean, I'm careful with it. I'm the one that's driving it. I'm not pounding the crap out of it. I'm just doing a nice job. And yeah, it works great. I picked up a Snowway plow for like $500. Put some mounts on it that I paid $800 for the mounts. They're actual Snowway mounts. And that's about what I've got into it. A little bit of money and some odds and ends for wiring and some stuff like that. But I mean, I don't have $1,500 into this thing, and I'm happy with it. There's a couple little issues. There's a circuit breaker that it's been fine this morning, but sometimes it wants to blow, and then you just reset it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna fool around with that. But for the most part, it's been working fine. So that's my setup. Sometimes I wish, yeah, sure, I could just stay in the truck and plow all day and do all that. But the bonus is I'm working like 5 minutes from home. Like if the roads and everything is just terrible, I'm close to home. If we get a lot of snow all day long, I look after all these different sites. And like my sidewalks are a priority, so I just kind of keep circling back around to those. And then when the snow's done, you know, we'll go hit the driveways, get the driveways all done. We've got some driveways on contract. Some driveways we only do when there's, you know, say 2.5, 3 inches of snow, then we'll hit those. But I like keeping stuff clean. You know, you don't want anybody, you know, it's not just about vehicles being able to get in and out of the snow. It's about keeping it safe so people aren't slipping and falling, and nobody needs all that malarkey that goes along with that. So yeah, that's pretty well how my setup works. You know, we do we do a good number of dollar wise in a day. You know, like we had a big snow on Sunday. We started with my two boys at 5:30 in the morning, and we finished at 3:30 in the afternoon, and that we had done everything. Now I got rid of a bunch of snow that I used to do, a little bit more outlying areas. Some of it was in town that I'm not doing anymore. I don't know if you saw in a previous video, I had all my equipment stolen. I had a GMC 2500 with a plow on it, and truck, trailer, lawnmowers, everything got stolen. So I had an F-150, and I wasn't going to plow with it. I was just going to use my tractor and do things by hand. And I ended up that, you know what, it'd just be a lot easier to have the plow. And I kind of like being in the plow, you know, a few hours out of a 10 or 12 hour day. So I'm glad that I did that, and I had a half ton, and I thought, you know what, we'll just buy a light duty plow, and it works perfect. I mean, it's if you look this Snowway plow up, it's a 25D, I think. It's an older series plow, and it is actually meant for a 3/4 ton, but it's way lighter than the plow I had on my 2500, so I think it's fine. It came off of a half-ton Chev. So yeah, so that's my setup. I got it, you know, a lot of the salting, you know, we go through 15-20 bags of salt every time we have a good event, and I just spread it all by hand. It's in pails. I buy it in bags, 50-pound bags, and buy a skid at a time, and do that. Snow, I always just say it's I'm not paying my mortgage with it, but I need to buy some groceries with it. So we had about, you know, month of January, like a lot of the country in the States and in Canada here, we did not, at least where my area, we did not have a lot of snow. Like we only went out, like, you know, we hadn't done very much. And now the last week, 10 days, it's been pretty steady. So, and it looks like there's more coming up, and there's February, looks like there's some in it too, and we'll wait and see. But with the setup I have here, you know what? If it didn't snow, I could probably make it through the winter. I'm glad it has snowed. This is going to kind of, you know, just kind of keep the ball rolling. So that's about all I think I wanted to say about my setup. So if you're watching this, like, subscribe, comment. I kind of like the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So have a good day. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. Thanks. Bye.